And we're live.
I'm here.
I'm here. And Roxy and Corey and indubitably Brendan. I love that word. That's one of my favorite words.
Indubitably.
Yeah, I'm also kind of like off to.
You're askew.
I'm all askew.
A bit
That's about
askew.
right. So many friends already today. Doesn't it feel like after streaming like over and 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 over again that it's been so long?
Felt like a really long break.
Yeah, it felt like we haven't streamed in like forever, but it's been less than a week.
It's true.
But we streamed Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So there was a lot of streams for us. We do one stream a week here, one stream a week on your channel. And then the kittens also stream sometimes. So it was
They handle that one though.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Welcome in, Andrea. Welcome in, everyone.
Hey, Andrea.
Where's
Corey,
Roxy?
Roxy, Tina, Brendan.
Roxy's birthday is coming right up. Roxy, when are you having a birthday stream? I'm guessing soon. Most people have them pretty close to their birthday.
Birthday
and your
month,
birthday is
so
soon.
could be any time.
I am one that enjoys a good birthday month.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Any time that you can celebrate for an entire month, something amazing that has cake.
Right, cake.
Yes, all month, obviously. But there you can't have like a birthday stream for all month. That can't be the case. So when is like the birthday stream? Thank you, BMR. I appreciate that, Rox. I appreciate that greatly. So we are quite excited. We are headed into a hype train. Can you believe it? 11 months. We're almost to our year.
Crazy. Banana pants.
Crazy banana pants. Welcome in, Lily Fair. Hello, here to celebrate 30K. I know we haven't even gotten to that. We started off with just like, hey, everybody, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
But then we haven't even started talking about like, oh my goodness, tonight's guest is Calvin Thomas Music, who, first off, just right there, is just like, oh! And then something big happened for Calvin today. 30K followers for Calvin today.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was great. And not only did he do his like end zone, right? That's where they do the dancing, right? Mm-hmm. Sports ball. His like end zone dance one time, he did it again. He had to like do sports ball dance 1 and sports ball dance 2 because we needed to make sure that we were able to clip it because that's a big deal. 30K is like huge. That's like 30K banana pants. I don't have enough banana pants to do that. So we're going to talk to him all about that. That's kind of amazing. Nothing's really ever like happened simultaneously with the day somebody is going to be on.
No.
We've had them, like things happen between when we like scheduled them to be on and when they were on.
Yeah.
But never like, pew, pew. So it's like, we get to talk to him. This big thing happened. So it's going to be really exciting. So Lily, just watch it again. It's so exciting. Just keep watching. You can watch the first celebration, the second celebration, and then all of the replays of the celebration. It's fantastic. Okay, so I lost my mouse. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna move this down here. All right. So, thank you one and all for this hype train. We really do appreciate it. Mom, thank you for those 143 bits. Oh, I just realized I don't have the correct screen up. One moment, folks. I need to put up my screen so I know who to say thank you to. This one tells me. We have like 4 screens in here. And they each tell us different things. So thank you so much, Mom, for this 143. Thank you so much, Ann Ham, for the 100. Oh, thanks, Jason, for that tier 1 sub. Appreciate that.
Yeah, anytime.
Tina French, thank you for gifting that to Andrea. Rox, thank you so much for being a sub and a mod here, and also for gifting that to Indubitably. I do love that word, indubitably. It's one word that I can actually say and have it come out correctly.
That's pretty crazy.
That is. So thank you all for this hype train. I'm really excited about this, and I'm ready to jump right into our interview. So I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I'm going to push some buttons. Oh, I want to tell you all about our show first, and then I'm going to push buttons. I have to push buttons to tell you about that first. So first, this button. You're going to be here for this one. All right, so on today's show, we're going to interview Calvin Thomas Music, and then we're also going to have a little bit of a party invite. I put Adjacent, my wonderful husband, on the hot seat and make him squirm and try to guess things that he has no idea about. Also, we're going to tell you why CPA firms are romantic, and then we'll tell you all about Twitch events and upcoming guests here on the show. It is going to be a good time. So, yeah.
All right.
I'm going to press other buttons now. First this one, then this one, and then now I'm going to say goodbye to you.
Bye.
All right. I love you. Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Woo! How's it
Welcome
going?
in. Hello. Oh my goodness. Is there... Hold on, wait a second. I want to properly introduce you, but I just realized somebody gifted to the Troll Club. I didn't realize that there would be an actual account called Troll Club. I feel like
Well, what do
somebody
you know?
started that.
What do you know? Yeah, it's fun. That happens in my streams a lot, actually. There will be, like, I think there was one time a friend of mine, Miles, he gifted a sub to an account called George. And it's because I have a plant back there who's named George. And Miles is like, you know what? Let's find somebody who has a channel that's named George, and we'll gift them a sub. They may never know what the heck is going on, but they're subbed to the channel now, so they can use all the pizza emotes they could ever want.
I want to get to the pizza too. But first, everyone, please help me in welcoming Calvin Thomas Music to the show. Thank you so much, Calvin, for being on tonight. We're so excited that you are here, especially just that you would take the time on a day that you should be just celebrating like crazy, because 30K, that is crazy, crazy pants.
It is insane. You know, for the past couple of weeks, we had been inching ever closely to 30K, but we were just inching very, very closely. And then, you know, today everybody was like, including my mod who's in here, actually, Brendan, he was saying, are we going to hit 30K today? I mean, obviously, he thought so. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I think we will too. I think we'll hit it. And lo and behold, we hit 30K. So it's
Good job.
really awesome. Really awesome.
That's amazing. How long have you been on Twitch for?
I've been on Twitch since late November 2018. So this upcoming November will be my 4-year anniversary. I can't do math.
It's okay. I use my
I've been on there
fingers.
since yeah. So it'll be 4 years this November. Right. There you go.
So you went on pre-pandemic. How did you find Twitch? What made you decide to use this as an outlet? I know a lot of people found it during the pandemic, but you came before.
Right. Yeah. So I was using another live streaming app at the time. It was a mobile version of an app, and I used that for a little while, and I met some really cool people there, including my mod Brendan. And I have another friend who had told me a lot about Twitch and how there's music on there. There's actually a musician named Angel's Piano who was on that same app that I used to do my music and live streaming on. And so Brendan, in addition to that friend of mine, Kieran, they were the ones who got me slowly into Twitch and the world of Twitch music. And so I set up an account there, and I was going back and forth between the two platforms for a while, but eventually I settled on Twitch, mostly because there were a lot more things that would work with my studio gear and how much it adapts. And then it just seemed like this was a platform to do music stuff because it's a desktop platform, so it's got a wide variety of stuff. So, you'll have a lot of appeal to that stuff that people normally do on desktop. So Twitch will prioritize things that require that kind of desktop setup, and that includes a lot of music and music streamers setup. So I guess because of the way I had my gear set up, it was something that I was basically saying Twitch is the place, and this app that I used to use is great, but it won't be able to adapt with me, unfortunately. So yeah, that was just one of the many reasons.
Yeah,
Probably one of the main ones.
as you grow, you want something that can grow with you.
Yeah.
And so that makes sense. And you have quite the setup there. What did it start like that? When did it start evolving into what it is now?
I think it really started to evolve once it hit the 2020s during the Twitch music renaissance. That's when everybody started coming in, all these different musicians who would, yeah, exactly. It was just, what was that one scene from the zombie movie with Brad Pitt in it? And you had like all of the zombies that were coming in from like the over the wall and stuff. That's basically what all these musicians, these new musicians did. They're climbing up the wall and they're like, Twitch music. There's music on Twitch, not just games. And so that's when I started to notice that it started to evolve, because I would see other musicians with their setup and how they tried to translate their IRL gig setup to having a setup for a studio and something that fits more with the Twitch music audience. And I say that because you'll have a wide variety of people that watch these music streams, and they will either be like, oh hey, you've got this fancy amazing setup, great stuff, or they'll be like, you have a microphone and a guitar, great stuff. It's just whatever you have with you, they're good for it. And just trying to adapt to that kind of world, that atmosphere. It's different from an IRL gig in a lot of ways. Some ways are more intrinsic than other ways, but there's a lot to it.
So you did mention like the 2020 mass gathering on Twitch of musicians. You went from not as many musicians to a lot of musicians, but did you find that at that same time there were the consumers that came with them? Did you find a lot more people coming onto Twitch to be a consumer of the arts, like music and gaming and all of that?
Yeah, actually, yeah, because with the whole pandemic and everything, people who would normally go to live shows, they couldn't anymore because they were all canceled. So they needed to find something to satiate their music desire, and so they would come over to Twitch and they'd watch all these streams, and they'll be like, "Man, I never knew this was here," and it just kept that whole mindset just kept expanding and expanding, and it couldn't have happened at a better time, even though it was pretty inconvenient with all the anyway. But I guess maybe better late than never. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, no, we talk
say.
about the silver lining here all the time. We all know pandemic sucked. For Twitch, it wasn't the worst. Like for Twitch, but for the world, it sucked.
Yeah. really the best.
No, not really. So before you started playing online, or we were all stuck inside, did you do more live gigs?
Yeah, I did. I would often play at a lot of farmers markets because I would be able to go there and set up my gear and just get right into playing. Um, I would also play some wineries and I'd play some restaurant gigs with a buddy of mine, and a lot of other venues. But it usually focused on farmers markets because the atmosphere was a lot more relaxed,
Hmm.
and it was a way for me to test out new songs for my song list. It was a way for me to find out what people like to listen to in that area wherever I'm playing. And then I didn't have to bring a whole lot of gear, and it was enough for the people that were there watching, vendors, people that were walking by. It was enough for all of them. So I just kept doing that, and I'm still doing that. But a lot of it has been a balancing act between doing the markets and other IRL gigs with the streaming because I love streaming and I love to play music on these streams. So just trying to find a healthy balance is what I'm working on. But yeah, I did play a lot of I don't want to say a lot. Maybe I'll say a fair amount because I also was focusing on getting to this point where I'd be able to stream and record from my studio and everything. So fair amount of gigs.
Okay, so I need to start. I need to start asking the important questions.
Okay.
When did the pizza start becoming a thing?
You, okay, so it kind of goes back a little further than Twitch. From the app that I used to use, Periscope.
I
I
know
would talk about
Periscope
that.
actually. So now
Yeah,
that
it's
yeah, I know all about Periscope.
Periscope is yeah. It was a place where I met a lot of amazing people, and yeah, just I there was one time I went to Anaheim for VidCon. That was what maybe 4 or so years ago, and I met up with a lot of people from that platform. And at the same time, that was when I'd also talked about like how much I really enjoyed pizza and other foods, but that one seemed to be the most popular. And so getting onto Twitch, it carried that same energy, but then it got amplified. One way that got amplified was how it manifested into this pizza blanket that I have on my wall here. So initially, it was like I would have it just resting on my drum kit, but that didn't look very cool. That looked like it was just thrown over there. And it's like, why is there a pizza blanket on your electric drums? That doesn't make any sense with the grand aesthetic of everything in the stream. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just get this pizza blanket out of the way and just put it on the wall. And then it'll be off my hands. And then people are like, oh, then now they come into the stream and they're like, why am I hungry all of a sudden? You got me? I don't know.
It is very, very hunger inducing. Yeah.
I want to
Um,
find another one where there's like a whole bunch of toppings and stuff on it. Because I mean, this one just has pepperoni on it, but I want to find another one with more toppings, like a
yeah.
supreme pizza blanket or something.
You could just start adding your own pizza toppings up there. Like for
That would be great.
it's like so Jillian Hayek,
Yeah.
anytime that she's part of a like a raid train for a charity or something, anytime that she gets a donation, she'll like put something on her wall. So like there was one for like an ocean something, so she'd stick fishes up on her wall. You could just like
Nice.
anytime that you were part of a charity raid train, you could just put toppings on your pizza. Every dono, you know, you could like you could always have like the controversial pineapple be worth like a big dono to either put it up or take it down. You know what I mean?
Interesting. Yeah. Because I mean, some people want to see the pineapple like zapped, or they want to see the
Exactly.
pineapple put on a pedestal. So it's
Right.
like, why
Yeah.
not? Why not?
Yeah,
Why
you
not?
could have all kinds of things. You could like have like cut out green peppers and you could just put those up there. You could have like your different meats. Each thing could like be different like
You know what? I am taking
Donos.
notes as we speak. I am taking notes as we speak.
But the biggest one has to be the pineapple. And it's either you put it on or take it off.
Like only you can decide.
Yeah. That
Only
would be
you.
absolutely hysterical. And I honestly bet that you would get a whole heck of a lot of money because you would have a bunch of people come in and be like pineapple and you'd have to put them all up, and then you get another bunch and be like no pineapple. You have to take them all down. You may not get to play any music though, so
Probably, probably not. I'd be like, okay, so this is a just chatting stream now.
you may need a sous chef.
Yeah. I'll have the guy standing right over there. He'll be like,
Yeah.
just waiting. I'm on call, just waiting
Yeah.
for your command, sir.
I wish George could put him up there for you, but he doesn't look very like handsy. He just kind of looks like he's standing there with his hair straight up.
He likes to kind of just be. He likes to be in the shot, but
Yeah.
he doesn't like to set himself up to be in the shot. Like he wants somebody else to do that for him, and then it's he doesn't want to take the credit for it. He says he's not going to take the credit for it, but he
Right.
ends up doing it anyway. So
Right.
he can be kind of hypocritical in that aspect.
Yeah.
So trying to make him do more things, but he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm all right.
No.
I'll pass.
So your background actually does say quite a bit about yourself. You've got Captain America, you've got Pikachu, and you've got that's Star Wars, not Star Trek, I believe. Correct?
You are correct. Yes.
So
Yeah.
you are a nerd in the most wonderful ways possible. And can you tell me a little bit about why you decided to put these into your background of your shot?
I would say that I think a lot of this stuff I grew up with. I grew up with like Pokemon and I don't really do much with Pokemon anymore, but I grew up with like the first couple of seasons, the video games. Star Wars, I grew up with that, and the originals and the prequels, just great stuff. And then, Captain America over here, like when I started watching, I think it was when I watched Captain America: The Winter Soldier. That was the movie that cemented in my brain Captain America is freaking king. And so I found this great site where, anyway, I went to the site and they were able to make metal posters of
Oh, that's a metal
things,
poster?
people that, it is, yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty cool, and
Yeah.
it's a lot lighter than it looks. It's a lot lighter than it looks. But yeah, it's a great picture, and it's just another way for me to show how much I love a lot of like the nerd and geek culture.
Yeah.
But I grew up with a lot of that stuff anyway. Like even when I was a kid, I was like playing video games and making a lot of video game references to things. And a lot of TV shows and stuff like that. I'd make references to that stuff whenever something happens in my life every now and then. And then same thing goes with like anime and stuff like that. Just it's really cool because it's a that kind of like anime, superhero shows, video games, a lot of like fantasy sci-fi stuff. It kind of helps me expand my perspective on what people think and how people react to stuff that seems impossible. And it's just really cool to see it manifested in so many different ways, So like all of this is just a reflection of, how much I like to figure out what other people think about things and how much I can expand my mind while also just having a good time, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting.
So what did you think about the Winter Soldier series?
Okay.
Did you watch that?
I did,
And
and I'm not the biggest fan of the show. I'm not really a fan of the show. Actually, I haven't really been watching a lot of Marvel shows in Phase 4, just because I don't know. I think now Marvel is trying to, I guess, milk the cow for all it's worth, lack of a better expression. The characters for the shows, they could have better writing. They get a better dialogue between each other. You know, stories could be better developed, stuff like that. So when it comes to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it started off pretty strong, and then it just kind of started to slowly tank.
Yeah. They seem to be coming out with them so quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, they do because it's kind of like with the Multiverse of Madness. If you didn't watch WandaVision, then you're going to be confused about the stuff that's happening in the movie. But it wasn't like that in earlier phases, you know. Maybe to an extent, but not to the point where you know, it's like a direct, like to where a TV show is a direct prequel to what you're watching.
Right.
And seeing as though Disney Plus was rather new in how it was approaching the MCU, you'd have a lot more people who would be watching the movies more so than the TV shows. So then when they're like, oh wait, there's something to this story here that's like it's not from a movie, it's coming from a TV show. Where is this? So yeah. But that, you know, it's just me.
No, I agree. I have a hard time. So I really like, I guess, just specific science fiction. There's certain kinds I don't really like. And fantasy, there's certain places that I do like and don't like. I don't like zombies, but I do like vampires. I don't like, so there's like certain lanes I like to stay in. But I have to say, when a set of rules is made, I don't like when they go outside of the rules for the universe.
Okay.
So, like, however Jedis are supposed to use the Force, if future movies change the rules of the Force, and then they can just start doing it all willy-nilly and whatever the frick they want, I get so mad because... No, the Force is not a thing that we can use here in real life, but there are rules that have been made.
Yeah,
And-
I agree. I totally agree with that. You know, it's kind of like the Force in current movies and TV shows.
It goes a little bit too far.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, in the beginning it might have been treated as like, oh, you know, I'm going to get this special dessert that I haven't had in weeks or a month or whatever. Instead, now it's kind of like, oh, I'm just going to go to my fridge and just grab this because it's easy to grab. It's literally right there. It's just it's made it so it's taken away a lot of the mysterious element of it. That makes it so appealing. You know, it's kind of like if you answer all the questions that people have, there's no room for, you know, introspection. There's no room for, oh, what if it was this, or what if it was that? You know, the question's been answered. So now what? Now what do you do?
But the flip side of the coin is if they don't answer enough questions, and then you're like, oh, what the frick just happened?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I guess it's a hard line to walk, and there are those that consider that, and then there are those that don't. You know.
Yeah. I have a really difficult time when I'm watching a series. So we watched The Umbrella Factory, and it's about a school, if you will, with superpowers, and that's a very, very, very simplistic explanation. Very, but at the end of the season we just watched. The ending scene, you're just like, who was that? Why were they there? None of this, like, all of a sudden it just jumps to this. And it's supposed to be like, not factory, Umbrella Academy. There's an Umbrella
Academy, okay.
Factory here that's a beer store. The Umbrella Factory is a beer store.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
They just Umbrella Factory. You're like,
go
hey,
get the
are
beer.
you?
They are really bad at like answering questions. They're actually not great at. Their customer service is not great. This
Oh, boy.
we are
That's
not
not good.
obviously sponsored by them.
That's good. That's
No,
not
the
good.
Umbrella
Yeah.
Academy. Yeah. Umbrella Academy, sorry. But yeah, at the end of the question, you're like, why are they there? Who is that? Which one is this? And there's just so many questions, and it's supposed to be like a big cliffhanger, but it's like, that's not a cliffhanger. That just makes me so confused that I call it the Umbrella Factory instead of Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, when it's gotten to that point where it's like the title of the show doesn't even matter to you.
It
It's like,
doesn't
yeah, okay,
matter.
it doesn't really matter to me. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done with this. Yeah, well, yeah, and a lot of shows I think have been focusing more on what they want to put into the show more so than either sticking to the lore and seeing how far they can go outside of the lore, or doing something that pays tribute to the lore. If it's something new and something different, then it might pay tribute to something that they might have done before, or something that influenced their work, something like that, where they still pay some type of tribute or homage to the show or movie they're working on. But a lot of the shows and movies that are out now, it just seems like they are just doing whatever they want, and it's it's interesting how they were able to do this so many times. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
In this channel, we say it's YOLO and chuck a sandwich.
Ooh.
Yeah, so somebody got written up once, not in my teaching days, for throwing a sandwich across the schoolroom and yelling YOLO before they did. So now in this channel, we say YOLO and it throws a sandwich at you. So
That's amazing.
yeah, E flat guy threw a sandwich at himself, and
E-flat guy.
Tina
Nice.
threw one at Brendan. So yeah, that is baked beans on white. Gross.
I've never had that before, actually.
Yeah, we had baked beans for dinner tonight, actually. It's one thing that we can get our children to eat. I wonder how they would eat it if it was on pizza. Probably wouldn't.
I don't know. I don't know if that's safe. There was
That's
one. There was
safe.
like a. I don't know if that's safe. Because they'll be like, wait, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm ready to do this. There was an article I was reading a while back. I think it might have been some BuzzFeed article or something. But there were images of people who made pizza, and then they put the toppings they put. Okay, so like they put like a lot of glitter from, not glitter, but it's the pixie dust stuff, the candy, pixie dust candy. They put that on pizza. They put like marshmallows. They make like s'mores pizzas. And I'm just thinking, I know you have an idea. I know you have an idea. And look, I'm not gonna bash you for being creative, but please just stop. Can you maybe go to bed, get some sleep, and then
Just
maybe
try again in the
refresh
morning.
Try again. Like do you need me to go to the store and get you some pepperoni or something? Like, are you running low on cash right now? Is that what's going on?
Just went to there, and you're like, let's see. We got marshmallows.
Let's get some marshmallows. I have some soy sauce here that I want to throw on my pizza. Oh, how about some? Oh, this is gonna be delicious. Oh man, I don't know.
Have you? This is probably the most random thing, but what you're talking about reminds me of like there's a cooking show, Chopped, where they
Yeah, I've heard of that.
yeah, and, like they have the most random, ridiculous things inside of a basket. I actually had a birthday party once where we got the most random, ridiculous things we could think of, and we had our friends do like a chopped like cooking thing for my birthday party. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
There was a lot of weird things made out of brown bread that night. Do you know what brown bread is?
The first thing that came to mind was actually wheat bread, but I don't know if it's the
It's
same as
not.
that.
It's bread that's in a can.
Bread in a can.
Yeah.
Wait, have I been under a rock this whole time? What? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Oh, this is probably gonna be something we have to show on the stream sometime. So I think it has molasses in it, and I think it's by the Bean Company, right? Adjacent, is that right? Okay, so it comes in a can about like this tall and like
Okay.
this wide, and the only way to get it out, it's like a very, very molasses bread. It's very dense. And the only way to get it out of the can is you have to cut the top and the bottom off. And then you have to like push it out through, because there's no other way to get it out. Like it's,
So
you have
wait
to
a minute,
take.
is it supposed to be like one of those like one of those prank cans or something where it's like you've got this giant thing that shoots out instead of what's actually in the can?
No,
Like,
it's
'cause
like
this sounds like it's
you have beans and brown bread with like your hot dogs. Like you, that's what you have. You have Franks and beans and brown bread.
interesting. I've never. I mean, I've obviously heard of the Franks and beans combo, but never like that with bread in a can. I've never heard of that combo before.
Yeah,
Well,
what else goes into it? Is it just like regular bread ingredients? I feel like so it, if it's by the bean company, they must just have like excess molasses from making their beans. I don't understand what else would be in there. It's a
they're
little
like, how are we gonna use
squishy,
this?
but yeah, like why we've got so much molasses left? What are we supposed
what
to
are
do
we-
with this? And yeah, it's like a little bit squishy, but it's more like dense. It's really pretty dry. And they didn't do, I mean, they did the best they could in this cooking championship thing. But it wasn't really, it wasn't great.
Oh boy.
We let them tie because they both did okay.
I can only that would be interesting though. I mean, like, what if you ended up getting? So was it usually like a mixture of different? Like, if you were to pull stuff randomly off the food pyramid, for example, and throw it into a box, would it be that varied, or would it be more like, oh, like you're getting all vegetables in this box, or you're getting all
No.
like all fruits in this
Yeah,
box?
no,
or
we
whatever?
we pulled in like all different things. We tried to think about things that just really didn't make sense to go together, and put them together,
Wow.
and then
That's
like
amazing.
made sure there was like our pantry was like stocked with stuff that they could use to go with it. But yeah, it was a fun birthday party. A lot of my birthdays have actually been food related. We had one where we made Chinese food with all of our friends. Yeah, I think that it's just been a fun time.
I mean, why not? I mean, I think that would be an awesome way to have a birthday party. Because I mean, like, if, as long as if there's food involved, people are in. You know, they're down for whatever. They're like, oh, there's food. Okay, sure, yeah, let's do it. I'm in.
What was the best birthday celebration that either was yours or one that you went to?
Uh, well, I know, like for my birthdays, I haven't really made them really extravagant. And I know that, and there have been birthday parties I've been to from friends where they were just the exact opposite. They were very extravagant. But I think one that I can think of off the top of my head was actually something I did on stream, actually. So I was celebrating my birthday on stream, and we hit some cool milestones, and like I set up a bunch of balloons and everything, and I usually didn't put a lot of effort into my birthdays. They were just kind of like, hey, today's your big day. But for this particular stream, I wanted to make it a little bit more special than the other ones have been. So it was there were a lot of people that tuned in. I had balloons all over the place, like to the point where I don't think I could move around a whole lot because they were all over the floor. And yeah, and it was a fun time. Everybody was just there were a lot of people that tuned in, and it was just really cool to have a lot of people join me on my birthday like that. Usually I would just celebrate it with my family, and that would be great.
Yeah.
But doing it this way, it gave me a much better result than I ever thought it would, and it's something that's been stuck in my head ever since. So
That sounds fun. Yeah, birthdays have always been a big thing. So yeah, I love giving gifts, and I love getting gifts. Gifts are my love language, and and so like for we have two girls, and so we like tape up streamers and stuff all over their doors so they can't get out in the
Yeah.
morning. That's
You'd be like, happy birthday.
Yeah,
You can't get out of your room.
Yeah. Good luck.
Oh, I made dinner. Oh, you're still stuck in your room? What? How? That's weird.
Sorry. It makes it a lot easier of a day. It's just you just tape them in there, and it's a lot easier.
Is the bottom of the door, like, is the space between the floor and the door wide enough to where you could slide one of the food trays
Slide
under the door?
yeah.
Slide one of the under the door. It's like, here's your food for today.
Yep. Yeah. And only cupcakes can fit under, so you just gotta like put it under the door, just the cupcake, with no candle, because it would flame up the door real quick.
You'll be like, I don't know how old you are, but here's that cupcake you asked for. Yeah.
So when you were a kid, you mentioned watching some different shows. What was your favorite show as a kid?
Well, one of them was Power Rangers, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, I started watching that a lot. I think when it hit like its 5th or 6th season or something, and that's when I really started to like connect more with it. And then at the same time, I was also watching more, I guess, like more anime and everything. Like, your power players of anime, like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z and Naruto and stuff like that. A lot of the shows I just mentioned, I don't really watch as much anymore. But those are the ones that I started off with. But that show was great because I got to see a lot of really cool people that became superheroes, and it was just really cool to see all these different people with these different attitudes, like in the same area, fighting together, having to protect each other, and also deal with a lot of their own baggage and stuff. And that didn't really especially the last part where they had to deal with their own baggage and make sure that it didn't negatively affect the team, was when I got a little older and understood, like, okay, so there's a lot more that goes into a team and everybody working together, and the leader of the team having to be the rock that keeps the entire thing grounded, I guess. But yeah. So anyway, great show, and I'm glad it's still going on today, because there are people that are still watching it. And
I didn't know.
just making it a thing. Yeah, it's still going on today, which is nice. Although the older seasons are probably the most referred to, because those are the ones that people remember the most. So,
What color rainbow Power Ranger were you? There's a blue one and the red one.
Yeah,
Can't remember all the colors.
It's a lot of people, like with the original team, it was like the Red Ranger, Blue Ranger, Black Ranger, Yellow Ranger, Pink Ranger, and then there was the Green Ranger with the shield.
Yeah, the Green Ranger. That's right. I was like, I don't think he's white. I think he's green.
Yeah, but he did become a White Ranger in the 2nd season.
See, my brain knew somehow. I was like, I don't think he's white. I think he's green. No, he's both.
Yeah, that one character became a lot of different versions of Rangers. But I wanted to be, I really loved the Red Rangers of the team, because they not only were the leaders of the team, and not only did they get really cool stuff, but also they were the people that held the team together, and they were the ones that would probably understand the psychology of all of them the most, because people will usually go to that leader character for answers or a solution or something. And then, when the character doesn't have a solution, they'll either beat themselves down because they don't have the answer, or they'll make a decision and it'll get the rest of the team in trouble or worse. And so there's a lot of responsibility on their shoulders, and it was just something that I, kind of resonated with, because, that happens to me too. Like, whenever I have to give a solution and it doesn't work, I'm like, oh man, really? And that might've been the only thing I could think of. And it was the one thing that didn't work. And I'm like, oh, great, perfect. Just fantastic. So just seeing a lot of different variations of that across the show has been really cool. And also, it's the coolest color anyway.
And
team, so.
Cover Time Pete says, spoiler alert. Thanks a lot, Calvin.
Thanks so much, everybody. I'll see you all next time.
Speaking of shows that are either still going on or were around and then have had a comeback, you sing DuckTales.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was yeah, because I forget when they made the newer version. I think it was maybe a couple of years back, but yeah, they brought the show back and they approached it from a different way, and it was a little bit more mature themed, but not to the point where it's like, oh, this is strictly for adults.
Mm-hmm.
The storylines and the dialogue was a little bit more for maybe like a teen show, I guess, because who they were writing to, the people who had seen the original show, they're all grown up now. So, they got to write to multiple audiences: the kids that grew up and the kids that are currently watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I always like that whole idea of writers that have to do that balancing act, because you can't just write to just one audience and then call it a day. There are a lot of other people that watch it. So if you can try to incorporate as much uh, nuance in the writing as possible, but also not talk down to the viewer, um, that would be something pretty beneficial. It'll cause people to come back. And I'm not a writer myself for a show or anything like that, but
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that in a lot of different shows, and I've loved it because I didn't really need anybody to tell me, oh hey, that person's wearing a green shirt over there. Yeah, I can see it. I can see you wearing a green shirt. You don't have to tell me that you're wearing a green shirt. And so it's stuff like that that I think has it causes shows and movies to have a bigger replay value
Mm-hmm.
over time. So yeah, DuckTales was one of those shows I loved, and DuckTales, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, all those amazing shows. Mighty Ducks. Yeah, it was great, great.
I I did not like so agreed on all of those things, but just recently they had the new Chip and Dale's, kind of falls into that same time area like the older ones. The new Chip and Dale
Gotcha.
that came out, I thought it was horrible.
Now, was this the 3D movie, the 3D movie, or was this like an animated cartoon, or?
It was weird. There was so many mixtures of um like different kinds of styles and like
Gotcha.
whether
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah, it was
Gotcha.
yeah, it was not I didn't love it. I did not love it.
Gotcha.
The only thing that was good
I
about
think
it is
I
we watched it outside.
gotcha. And this was okay. Was this like not too long after it came out that you saw it, and it was just kind
Yeah, it
of
was
like,
just this
ooh,
summer.
oh wow, yeah. So
Yeah.
you probably had tons of other movies to choose from, and that one didn't make the bill, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It's like one
Yeah.
of the ones that you're like, why? Why did you do this? You had so much opportunity. And you're just like, "Hmm." So tonight we've talked about quite a few different things, and there seems to be a theme with you when we talk about it is, about this storytelling and also this sense of responsibility and leadership. How does that play out in your day to day? Because it seems like it has you have some very strong feelings about this stuff, and it feels like it's coming from someplace. All of these conversations, I've been trying to come at it from different places, and it all comes back to the same thing, a very wholesome feeling of like something. What is this something? How does it manifest in your day to day now?
Um, I think I've always been. I think my parents will even say the same thing. I've always wanted to be someone who doesn't depend on like someone that can stand outside the group and do their own thing, but also, just kind of pull back when I need to. And I've seen a lot of different leadership styles, and that also falls into one of them, where you do your thing, and then you step back and you let all the other elements do their thing, do their thing after you've done yours. And I've come from a family where the idea is if you work hard, then you'll get some solid results. But if you work smart, then you won't have to work hard, and you might still get the same results, if not better. And so I've just been trying to carry that mindset in my own way, and it's usually been me trying to do things myself. There was actually there's actually a chart for it's like a four panel chart. Oh, man, I forget. I'm probably gonna get in trouble with my brothers and my parents because they're like, you should know this. But basically, it sets people in different categories based off like their work style. And so you'll have people who will fall into the employee category, and they'll be the ones that will go to work from 9 to 5, and they'll put in their time and things of that nature. And you know, they'll be the people that will be uh, just doing your standard work. And then you have people who are self-employed, who will take that idea of working hard and working smart and try to put it into a working space that works for them, and they do all of the logistics, and they do the all the other stuff. And then you have like the small business category where you have yourself, but you run like a thing, and you have a lot of people who will be a part of those two categories. And then you have the investor category where you just sit back and let the job do its thing on its own. And so I've been trying to go from stay in the self-employed area because I've again just wanted to do things on my own. And it hasn't worked all the time because you can try to do everything by yourself, but it's not going to play out. Like 50% of the time it works, 50% of the time it doesn't work. But it seems like there's more times where it doesn't work, where you're trying to do things by yourself. And so that whole idea of interdependence, where I'm strong enough and good enough to do these things on my own, but I also know when I need to ask for help, I need to do it because it's not going to work out for me if I
Mm-hmm.
just decide to do everything on my own and disregard people who are really good at what they do, but I'm just not asking them for help because maybe pride, possibly ego, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to get around that. I've been that way for a long time, and so I've just been trying to get out of that and be a little bit more interdependent, and ask people for help when I need it. And it's been working out really far so far. I've been doing this full time music thing for about 4 years now, and I've learned a lot doing this. And like the whole idea of all the stuff that we talked about up till now, it's just I like that idea of having the stuff that I need, the resources I need to do what I want to do. But I think recently I have started to realize that there are more leadership styles that I can fit myself into instead of just the leadership style where I need to make sure I know everything. So if I have an answer for someone, it'll
Mm-hmm.
be legit and it won't just be like, oh, let me just do this and that and see if this works. And if it doesn't work, then hey, it's whatever. Because I've been that way. I've wanted to know all the answers to everything. But that's like,
It's really
you know,
tough to be the internet.
yeah,
It's tough to be the internet.
that, yeah, true, true. So it's just, it's made it much easier for me, and it's made it much more fulfilling for the people that you know I would go to for help because you know I I need them,
Mm-hmm.
and it shows. And so I've just been trying to do more of that recently, trying to get out of that mindset of do everything by yourself and be more open towards other people and what they have to offer. So
And it's really hard. I hear you. It is so, so hard to like go out there and say to somebody, you know, okay, here's this thing I'm trying to do,
yeah,
and I need you.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
yeah, you know,
And then
continue.
if oh, I was just saying if there's a specific way you do things and then you ask somebody for help, then they're like, you're the first thing that comes to mind is, okay, I want you to help me. I would love your help. But can we also do this the exact way that I had it planned? And
Yeah.
it like, some eh, That's a fine line to walk on. You
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
So
No, I feel you. Yeah. Yeah. Because there's like, you have like, okay, this is exactly what it's gonna look like. 100%. This is it. And then as soon as you say, "Here's my baby" to somebody, please go and do this thing, and they're like, okay, they take it, and then they do it to their 100%, but it doesn't mirror what yours was, and you're like, what happened? And it's just as good and wonderful, but it's like doesn't match what was inside your head. And so then there's like this whole having to like put the two together, like, okay, well, it these things are fine and equal. This is probably better than what I was thinking, but because my brain like just yeah, I hear you. I feel you.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like trying to put a square in a triangular shaped hole. You know.
Yeah.
That's the way you're looking at it. You're like, that square doesn't go in that space. But then the other person's like, actually, I'm using the right shape. You're just,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you didn't look at it right.
Something's going on.
You were crossing your eyes. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Just blink a couple. Why don't you go take a nap and come back? Come back, and I'll give you pepperonis.
Yeah, exactly. Just come on back. Come on back. That idea you had was great, but maybe you should get some sleep, and then we'll try again. We'll try again.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and there seemed like there are some people in chat that agree with us completely. So yeah, it's hard to ask for help, especially when you hold your ideas and ideals and everything to such a high standard, and then to feel okay, one, asking for help, and two, asking for help at that same level is really difficult.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
So
there's
let's talk
a
about
lot to
other
that.
things.
Yeah.
Let's play a game.
Hey.
Segue. Bad bird, go to the.
That was fantastic. That was amazing.
Thanks. We are going to play. Well, first we got to bring on our game board. And then we got to bring on our host. There you are. And then, so for
Sweet.
this game, you're going to need to buzz in somehow. I have buzzers brought to us by our wonderful Mod Smalls. And you can buzz in however you want. We've had noises made from people's mouths all the way to somebody shook something that didn't even make a noise, and we had to veto that one. We're like, that doesn't do anything. I hear that you do Mad Lib streams.
Yeah, they're great. We did one where we were taking Lose Yourself, and that one took forever to put together. It took forever because there's so many freaking words in that song. But then when you finish it and you treat it as if it's the original Lose Yourself, but also it's not, then you get all kinds of craziness because, like, how in the world? This is great. None of it makes sense, but you need to lose yourself in the music.
Absolutely, yeah. Lose yourself right in the music. So yes, anything to buzz in with. The game that we're going to play tonight is not Mad Libs. We haven't figured out how to make that into a game with points of any kind. For some reason, we think points matter. They don't. You'll see above my head if you're looking at chat. I am losing. I am losing compared to our guests. Guests are ahead 14 to my 11. It's a collective score since we started keeping score. So there's that. Tonight we are going to play a Family Feud style game that's almost exactly like Family Feud, except the fact that unless you have a family member in chat, it's not your family, it's just chat. My mom is in chat, but she's part of the troll club, so she's probably more your family than mine, so don't worry about that.
All right.
Woo woo, go Maine mammy. So the way we play this is that Jason is going to give us a topic. For instance, someplace you might not want to live, like a jailhouse or a haunted house.
A house you wouldn't want to live
You
in.
wouldn't want to live in.
Yes.
Thank you. Sorry, I've said this so many times I've forgotten what words to say. A house you wouldn't want to live in, like a jailhouse or a haunted house. If you think you have the number one answer, you ring in. If you do have the number one answer, you get a point. If you don't, your opponent can steal by reading chat and having chat help you come up with an answer. So do you have chat right there? I think I've heard you reading off some of their stuff.
Yeah, I've got it right here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So the first one's kind of like a quick button push type thing if you want to get the... and I do allow for the delay before I push mine. So you don't have to worry about that piece. But if you think you have the number one answer, you ring in, and if you do, you get a point. If not, then we can try to steal.
Sweet.
Hello, friends. There's so many friends that have come in since I've said hi. So hi, friends that have come in since I've said hi.
Let's see. Would I be able to use my shaker?
Yeah,
As
that
like a
works
buzzer?
great.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I can
Okay.
hear it just fine. All right. So
All right.
do you have your shaker at the ready?
I do.
All
I
right.
do.
Pork
It's
Roll
ready.
Bob. Pork Roll Bob, welcome in. Pork Roll Bob will be a guest next week on our show.
Pork roll Bob. Hey.
Tonight we are here for everyone who hasn't figured it out yet with Calvin Thomas Music. We are about to see if he can beat me in Family Feud. If we're doing a prediction, I put my money on yes. You can.
Well, we'll see. Who knows? We'll see.
It's okay. It happens. Pork Roll Bob goes with the rice and beans and the brown bread. All right. All right. Are you ready, Jason? I'm ready.
Yes. Thank you, Bring Me Rocks. All right. First question. Name a word that rhymes with horse.
Course.
That is on the list, but not number one. So, Calvin, you can use chat as your family to help you come up with an answer ahead of course.
Okay.
All right. So we have Norse, Morse. Lots of Norses, lots
Yeah.
of Morses. Force,
Use
divorce,
I'm gonna go with force.
force.
Force is the number one answer.
Number one answer.
Ah, hey.
Well done.
Nice. E flat guy coming in clutch.
Horse.
Worse accent dependent. We do the best out of 5, so it would be the first to 3.
Okay.
Wins.
All right. Are we ready for the next one?
Right.
Yep.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Name holidays that people hate.
You can have it if you want it.
Maybe St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. I don't know because like there's that whole thing of you getting pinched by people. So I'm like maybe there'll be those group of people who will just keep coming after you. They'll be like, oh, I didn't know you were wearing a green shirt. I don't know.
I didn't like St. Patrick's Day when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was afraid of the leprechaun. But it's not on
St.
the
Patrick's
list. So sorry.
Small says Holiday Inn. We've got some Valentine's Day.
Day.
Birthday. Yeah. I'm gonna go with my first thought was Christmas, but I'm thinking Columbus Day. I bet people do hate Columbus Day. Oh, you never finished telling us the answers to the last one.
I
So
didn't.
we can do that in a minute.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Valentine's Day.
Yep. That's number one.
That's a good guess. Good guess. Really good guess. Actually.
All right. So,
The other answers for
answers
this one,
for this one. Yeah.
there are three others. April Fool's Day,
Oh, yeah.
Columbus Day
Oh.
was on the
Columbus
list,
Day is on the list.
and then Black Friday,
Black Friday is not a
Ah,
holiday.
shit. Black
if you call that a holiday.
That is not a holiday. I veto that one.
Okay.
And
We'll
what
go-
rhymes with course?
What rhymes with course? Okay, force was number one.
Mm-hmm.
Then source, course,
Source.
divorce,
Divorce was on the
What?
list.
Yep.
Really?
endorse, and then remorse.
Wait, is Valentine's Day a holiday though? Well, now it is now Indigenous Peoples Day. Brendan, were you asking what the name of this game was? It's Family Feud. But there's no like weird people, like weird old men kissing contestants.
Yeah, I don't know why they thought that was a good idea to keep.
I don't know, but Steve Harvey still is weird too on it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's only like slightly better. It's not great still.
Oh man.
No.
'Cause I've seen some clips here and there of Steve Harvey's run as the host, and it's like, this is kind of cringe.
Yeah, there's a lot of cringe. Yeah.
Kind of.
I gotta say, Jason is the least cringe host of this game I've ever seen. So.
Yes, I'll take it.
Hey.
So much kissing. Yeah. Cringe is the right word. All right. Next up.
Okay, we're gonna stay on topic of kissing.
Oh, kissing. Good.
Okay, name songs with the word love in the title. Yes, Calvin.
So there's This Love by Maroon 5.
Uh,
Not on the list.
The only one oh I should ask the thing. The only one that came into my head is Can You Feel the Love Tonight, but that from The Lion King. Let's see. We have Love Shack, Endless Love, Love
yeah.
Me Do. What's Love Got to Do
What's
with
Love
It?
Got to Do
Ooh,
with It?
two of those right after it. Love is a Battlefield. Love Me Do. Jameer, thank you for that. Love and Devotion. Love Hurts. I'm gonna go. Oh, what was the?
Love.
Love Me Tender. I'm gonna go with Love Me Tender.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's number one.
Really?
Yeah,
Let's go. Okay.
Whoa.
I didn't know. I didn't know anyone's gonna even guess any of them, let alone the number one answer.
No, I was like, all right, I'll go with that one. That one sounds pretty good.
Good job. Who was that? Was that
Tina French.
Tina coming through.
Yeah.
Tina.
That was like straight up Tina right there. Thanks for being my family, Tina.
All right.
Woo woo.
Let's go through the other ones. All
Yeah.
right. I will always love you.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
All you need is love. Mm-hmm. Crazy in love or crazy little thing called love.
Oh,
And
that's
then
good
I
song.
believe in a thing called love.
Oh, I like
believe in
that
a
song.
thing called love.
Yeah. There's a lot of songs with love in the title. But hard to guess if you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because just because there are so many, you're like,
Yes. Yeah, you have one or two pop in your head and then you can't think of anything else.
Yeah, and it's like all I have is Lion King. But then
Right.
where
I
the
was
heck
wondering if
is
that was gonna
Love
be one of
Shack?
the answers, though. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it would have been.
because I mean, if it's a Disney tune, so I mean, it seems like it would automatically be a part of the list.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Ready for the next one?
Yeah, I'm ready. You ready? All right. You got to get
Ready.
this one to stay in the game.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Okay. Name a U.S. state that starts with the letter A.
Wait, one more time.
U.S. state that starts with the letter A. Yes.
Arkansas.
It's on the list. It's not number one.
All right, we have
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Arkansas,
Tina knows.
Alabama, Arkansas, Alabama, Alabama, Alaska, Alaska, Alabama, Alaska, Alaska, Argentina. Just kidding. Arizona, 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 Alaska, Nebraska,
Ooh,
Ooh.
Nebraska.
Thinking outside the box.
Montana. If you're dyslexic, that would work. I was gonna say Arizona.
Yep.
Yep.
It's ahead.
Number one.
It's not number one. It's ahead of the other one.
All right. Woohoo! I get the point.
Good job.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
What was? Do you have a guess at what the number one might be?
Watch. That's gonna be.
Do you have a guess, Calvin?
Maybe. I mean, Alabama definitely seemed like that was the first one I was thinking of, but I didn't go with it. I went with Arkansas, so I don't know. Maybe it was
Yep.
Alabama.
It was Alabama.
It was Alabama. See, shoot, bro.
They're all really close. Yeah, they're all like within one or two answers of each other. So,
Dang, yeah.
Alabama, Arizona, Alaska, and Arkansas.
So close.
Yeah.
Good job, vibing.
Oh well.
Yay!
Very nice. Very
Thank
nice,
you.
very
Good
nice.
game. Good
Very
game.
Nice, very nice. Very
Let's see. Let's do clear points. Let's take this down. Jason, do you have any final thoughts? Arco's not here, so
No.
I can ask you if you have any final thoughts.
I'm good for today.
Okay.
For
Well,
this moment in time.
for this moment in
Yeah,
time.
I'll check in with you later.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Boop. All right. Let's
That's cool.
see. So, see ya, Marco. Marco Polo.
Bye.
Calvin, at this point, we would absolutely love it if you would play us a song. What do you say?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Perfect.
Let's see.
Let me move some things around on our screen. Hold on one second. Oop,
Sweet. Okay.
there we go. So what I'm going to do on this side is I am going to slide myself off the screen and mute things on here. And so you have the stream. Don't break it, but it's yours for a little bit.
Nice.
And we'd love to hear a little bit about the song you're going to sing, and you can tell us before or after. And we had one person tell us in the middle of it.
Actually, you know what? So I was thinking about a number of different songs that I could play that would, be perfect for this. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and first switch guitars, and use the correct one for the one I'm going to play. I'm going to play a song called Invincible, and it's still in demo form right now, but I do plan on releasing it at some point. But yeah, this isn't the guitar that I
Okay.
can use for it. Because the one that I need is actually in a strange tuning. It's based off of a different tuning from your original tuning you find on a guitar standard. It's kind of like another one called Drop D, but I changed the top three strings up here so that it can be more of an open sounding type of string set, and that way I can do more open chords. So stuff like that.
Awesome. Before you get, there we go. I was like, before you get started,
Okay.
let that notification get off your head. We have to really
with
fix
it
that.
covering my face.
Yeah, it's I've got to fix that. It's part of my Labor Day weekend overhaul. So, but yeah, all right.
Okay.
That's really interesting about the tuning. I don't know enough about guitars to understand everything that you said, but it's interesting that they can have. We can talk after. We can talk after.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of alternate tunings that were used for guitars that were much older than this, or instruments that influenced the guitar, like the lute and you'll find a specific. I forget what the specific name of the tuning was, but lutes had different tunings, and you'd have a chance to play around with a lot of different sounds. So I've always loved that. So I set this guitar up for different tuning.
Awesome. All right, I will take me off and mute us. See you on the other side.
Yeet. Hey. All right. Invincible. 2, 3, 4. I don't know why, but I feel invincible, stronger than ever before. I don't know when, but I feel so powerful. It's fueling me down to the core. And I love this too much. Will I get burned by my own flame? And I love this too much. Will I get burned by my own flame? I don't know when, but I feel so strong. It must have happened out of my mind. And I don't know who I am, feeling so powerful, but I don't want it to go away. I love this too much. Will I get burned by my own flame? And I love this too much. Will I get burned by my own flame? I don't know why, but I feel invincible, stronger than ever before. I love this too much. Will I get burned by my own flame? And I love this too much. Will I get burned by my own flame? Will I get burned by my own flame? Yeah.
That was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think that it went. Oh, let me move us around. My mom just
Oh.
covered your head again.
Oh, nice. Hello.
There you are.
I just got a new head. So take the old one off. It'll be like the Lego guys and the Lego sets where you could like switch to
Change their
different.
heads. Yeah, just
Yeah,
flip.
exactly. Yeah.
Um, that I feel like that song is actually kind of perfect for the conversation we've had tonight. It feels very fitting. And it was beautiful. Your voice has made quite the impact. The chat now wants pancakes because it was your voice was compared to butter. What was the exact words? Calvin's voice is like butter sliding off a pancake.
Oh, that imagery. It's so tasty.
Now, the Roxy Paradox would like pizza and pancakes.
Roxy, don't let me stop you, Roxy. You do what you gotta do.
Yep. So you are making everyone hungry.
Yeah. You got me. I don't know why. You got me.
Oh, it was beautiful. One thing I noticed. So your voice is a little higher, and so it kind of is where you sing. But then you were singing a song at the end of your stream today, and you added another layer in there, and you went really low as well.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy how you can make your voice do both of those things.
People have asked me like what my vocal range is, and like they tell me, and then I end up forgetting. But I think it might be like not tenor, maybe the one below, or it actually might be a tenor or somewhere in that range. But I'm also able to hit a little bit lower before it starts to sound like like that. And whenever I try to hit higher notes, I try to make sure that it's not so, I guess, scratchy sounding to where it's like that's not good. So I try to keep it. I think it might just be like in the tenor range, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like when I do my loops, I also incorporate some falsetto as well, and like trying to figure out where all of that stuff fits is it's a balancing act. But like in the song I was playing at the end of my stream, I think it was September. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did the tenor range and then maybe some soprano and then what's before baritone? Countertenor? One of those, something like that. But I put all three of them together, and yeah, it was cool. So I'm just trying to find more ways to fine tune my voice and stuff. So.
Yeah, it definitely was. I heard, and I was like doing all of my pre-stream work, and all of a sudden I was like, "Excuse me, what are you doing over there?" Like there was just like a voice that didn't wasn't one we had heard most of the stream, and all of a sudden I was like, "What is happening?" And it was lovely. I just wasn't expecting it, so it's just well then, Calvin,
Yeah, it's
pulling that out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'll be like, it'll be like pulling out an Uno card. It's like the wild card, right?
Yeah.
Pull out the wild card. It's like slam it down on the table, and here we go. This is where we're at now. This is where we're at. Yeah, it's so fun. It's really fun and it's even more enjoyable to not only play music but to actually play music live on stream because I get to create the kind of sound that I want without a fear of people saying, okay, you've been on this song for 15 minutes. Is there anything else you can play? So I get to create a song like that. But then I also get a chance to see how everybody in the chat cultivates into this group of people who love to listen to the kind of loops that I do, the kind of loops that I make, and what I like to add on top of it. And it's really cool, because it's like doing a house concert, which I've done a few of them, but in this case, it's like doing a house concert in front of so many people, and they're all just sitting back. They're like, "Yeah, I remember the time I went to this concert, this streaming house concert, and he just was playing on a loop for 20 minutes."
Yeah.
It's really cool to be able to do stuff like that.
Yeah. When did you learn to do all of the looping? Did you learn by yourself? Did you go to YouTube University? Um, that's where I learn
Oh,
everything.
oh, I surprisingly I actually haven't heard of that. But then
No,
again, there are probably a
it's
lot of
just
other YouTube.
YouTube. It's just YouTube.
Oh, so okay, okay. I thought it was like something like YouTube,
No,
whatever the special thing was, YouTube Red or
no,
YouTube,
no,
whatever other things they made.
no. It's
Yeah. So
just YouTube. It's fancy YouTube.
gotcha.
You just say YouTube University,
Oh,
and then it seems like
I
a
learned
real
my stuff from
place.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh yeah, well, what? How much do you have to? Am I gonna have to take out loans? What? No, it's just YouTube. You're fine.
You're like, yes, it was
Yeah.
really expensive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a raise after learning all of that because I'm gonna have to pay back
Exactly.
my loans. So,
Yeah.
yes.
Very fun stuff. Yeah. So I'm trying to remember if it was from me just saying, okay, I want to try out this loop station, or if I had seen a friend use. I think it was either a friend or a coworker who told me about different loop pedals. It might have been that, or it might have been me wanting to get a looper, but never actually getting around to it until maybe about 5 or 6 or so years ago when I got a Boss RC1 loop station, and that's just a single pedal unit, single unit. So all of your stuff's gonna go on that one channel. But then once I got the bigger unit that I have now, the Boss RC30, you have two channels, and you can record stuff on one channel, and then on the second channel you record stuff on. It's independent of the first one, so you can shut the first one off and keep the second one going, and vice versa. And it really comes in handy when you really want to make some interesting stuff. So I think it might have come from a coworker, or maybe a friend, or maybe I just decided to get on. I'm a bit can't really remember because it was a while
That
ago.
happens too. That
Yeah,
happens all the time. I don't know. I have no idea.
it's
How
like
many guitars are behind you?
okay. So in addition to this one, I've got. You may not be able to see all of it too well, but basically, I've got a Schecter over here. It's an electric guitar. Maybe I've moved this out of the way. Let's move this guy. Get out of here. Okay, so I've got. Can you? No. Okay. So anyway, I'll just tell you. Anyway, I've got an electric guitar. It's a red one. It's a Schecter, and then I've got an Ibanez bass guitar right next to it.
I'm
And
gonna
then
give
I've
you.
got.
There we go.
Yeah, so I've got so these two over here. Okay, there we go. That's much
Yeah.
better. Okay, so the one over here, that's an electric guitar. That's my Schecter. I use that one a lot when I'm playing like a lot of the hard rock and stuff like that. Ibanez bass guitar right over here, and then this guy over here. This is my Yamaha Classical, my C140, C40 Classical, and then I've got an Alvarez acoustic electric that I can plug up to my amp and stuff like that when I'm playing live gigs. And that one is an Alvarez AF30. So it's it's one I can plug up to an amp or a loudspeaker or something. And then I have two in the corner that I haven't really used as much. One is another Yamaha acoustic electric, and then another one is like an Epiphone standard, and that one's actually been modded a little bit. So the pickups have been switched out, or one of the pickups have been switched out for another set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 guitars in total.
Holy
Yeah.
banana pants. Oh, do they? Okay, so listen, just
ready.
I'm a person that enjoys toys, like all kinds of tech stuff, and I can find a reason that I need them all. But tell me, nobody's listening at all. Do they all do different things? Really? Do you really
What
need them all?
what I tell myself is that they all do totally different things. That way that'll give me enough incentive to spend my hard-earned cash on more guitars.
Okay,
But what I've
yourself
tried to
isn't
do
even
though
listening.
what what I've tried to do recently though, like what I've tried to do recently is have them in different tunings. Like I have this one and a drop D, almost drop D tuning, and I'm leaving the main one in standard. I have my classical in another tuning, and so on and so forth, so that when I write songs, I write them in different tunings, and it gets me more ideas to come up with stuff because I've found myself recently hitting walls when it comes to coming up with music. And so maybe if I have my guitars in different tunings, then maybe that might help. So that's another reason. Probably that would be the reason that I would bring up to somebody who's like, "So you need another guitar?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I have different tunings for all of them." But it's basically a way for me to spend my hard-earned cash.
I just got yelled at by Andrea Canning Guitar. Yes, they do different things.
Yes, yes. Absolutely.
And Smalls is not impressed with me either. And Smalls would like to know if you have a 12 string, and Tina would like to know which one is your most recent purchase. We've got guitar questions.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Like, okay, so I want to get a 12 string. I've been looking at a lot of different 12 string models, but I think the ones I've been looking at, I mean, Martin is obviously one that I'd love to get, but Martins, you all know, Martins are super expensive.
Yeah, totally
Taylors
no.
as well. It's like, yeah. So I've just been maybe looking at what's one? I think one of them was like anyway. What I want to get one eventually, and then the main one is this. It was the first guitar I picked up before I said I had to switch. It's this Alvarez over here. That's the main one, and I use that one for my streams, and I use it for IRL gigs and recording stuff. So that's the main one.
What's
It
the
used
most
to be
recent one?
the most recent one actually. The most recent one is probably the classical guitar I have here. Yeah, this is the most recent one because I had to work on a project for someone, and they wanted some classical guitar mixed in with the rock and metal that they were doing. Have like those slow segments before it starts to build up. But this one isn't in standard tuning, so this one it's a little darker sounding because I have it in a different tuning, drop D.
It sounds to me, if they're all in different tunings, then how are you going to play the most common song on Twitch? If they're all tuned already, then how are you going to play the tuning song?
Good question. Well, that's something that I've been actually playing a lot recently because I think it might just be my room, but I found that my strings always get knocked out of tune here, so I have to keep retuning. So I'm thinking of getting a humidifier.
Because you have 7 guitars and you do have to keep them in tune. They're just in different tunes. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I know nothing about Gibsons, but my mom seems to and would like to know if you have any.
You know what? I've been thinking about getting a Gibson, but they can also be very pricey, and I would have to make sure that that's a model I really want. So, but I have been wanting to get a Gibson for quite some time. Yeah.
So we know that you want to eventually be able to record and release Invincible. What else do you have coming up in your future?
There's another song that I have a demo of on my SoundCloud, which is SoundCloud's great. It's been around for who knows how long. I think it's been around for a while. But I have some demos up there, and one of the demos is it's a song called "When Can I Come Home Again," and I don't know where the inspiration for the lyrics came from, but it just seemed to work with the chords that I used. So let me just, the foundation of the song is for piano. So the chords are major. So that just keeps looping over and over. And then I add some guitar and bass over it. And then it's focusing on a character who realizes that this person's made mistakes and is now trying to essentially get the family's or close friends' blessing to come back into the life that they had before. And it's an up in the air type theme because you don't know if the person's ever going to get those answers. In the meantime, the person is going over all of the things that they've done and their vices and how those could eventually become virtues, but you still don't get the answer. Can I come home again? Can I go back to the life I used to live with all of you? Because who knows? You'll have to. The answer's not up to you. It's up to them. Meantime, you can just, I guess, put your emotional resume and emotional cover letter out on display and see if they'll take you in and accept you for the job. And that job is coming back to hanging out with
Yeah.
them. So, yeah, it's something like that, you know. And I really don't know where it came from, but maybe it has something to do with the songs I've written in the past. They've also been about like getting a second chance at something or getting a different perspective on something. Usually, when it comes from like something negative or maybe something that could have been, or maybe like an alternate perspective on something, like just getting a different take on what you see in life and what you see from this particular instance, you know, getting another chance to look at it a different way and approach it better. And yeah, this song is pretty much fitting those elements. So yeah, I think I
Wonderful.
want to work on that one next and probably release that one. So
Wonderful.
yeah,
And then people can find you at a farmer's market near you. And also,
right.
when do you stream? What is your streaming
So
schedule?
it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Thursdays and Saturdays are 3:30 p.m. Eastern, and then Tuesdays are 12:30 p.m. Eastern. For the people that are in like the UK and France and stuff like that, you know, they'll be able to watch the stream when it's a little earlier. So
Yep.
yeah,
Awesome. Everyone, if you're not already following Calvin Thomas Music, make sure that you go and do that. You probably already are because there's 30,000 people out there that are following him. If you're not one of them, come be a cool kid like the rest of us.
hey, yes,
It's the coolest thing happening right now. Being a Calvin Thomas Music follower. So please make sure that you go and do that right now if you haven't already. Congratulations so much, Calvin, on
thank you.
30K. That is just absolutely crazy. And yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, thanks.
Well deserved, well deserved. And yeah, you work hard and you did it great. Like you made a community where people want to be there. So it's well deserved, and you know, ask for help when you need it.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just a never ending battle, that one. But yeah, I've got so many people in my corner, and it just gets more and more apparent as the channel grows and becomes such a bigger thing. Yeah, like there will be moments where I'll think about those milestones that we hit, and I kind of stop in my stream for a moment, and then I have to come back because I forget that I'm still live, so I have to get back into it, you know. But it's just really cool to have so many people in my corner, and in case I didn't get a chance to say it in my stream because I was freaking out and everything, yeah, you all are amazing. So thank you for helping me continue to do what I love to do. You know, it's super cool.
Well,
Yeah.
we feel very happy that you would come and hang out with us tonight. You're definitely one of the first people that we kind of found here on Twitch when we started during the pandemic flooding to Twitch. That's when we
Right.
found Twitch. So it was it was very nice to be able to have you come on. We found you early on in our twitching. So thank you so much for being part of this, and yeah, congratulations. That's freaking amazing. Like it's so
It's a huge
amazing.
milestone.
It
Yeah.
really is. It's
I
crazy. It's crazy. That's a lot of people.
it's a lot.
Somebody said in your stream that it was the population like of a small town or something, and it's like,
I saw that. I was like, oh man, that really puts things in perspective, doesn't it?
okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. I'm honored. So it's really cool.
Well, if you're not one of the 30,000, please make sure that you go and follow Calvin. Calvin, thank you so much for being here tonight. We really do appreciate you very much, and
pleasure.
we're so happy that we could witness that tonight. And then you were able to come on, and it's amazing. Thank you so much.
No problem.
All right, we will see you again in your stream real soon.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right,
No
bye.
problem. Bye.
And we are back.
We are.
We are almost back. Hold on.
Calvin is great. What a good guy.
This and then flip flop.
Buttery voice.
So buttery.
Buttery voice.
Pancake
Butter on
butter.
pancakes. Go make some pancakes after the show.
Are you gonna make
I don't
pancakes?
think I can. That'd be cool though,
I
wouldn't it?
feel like we've had this conversation before.
Yeah, I think so.
Not the Calvin's voice is butter conversation. The whole you not making me pancakes conversation.
Yeah, it's probably happened.
Yeah, I believe we can ask Rox. She'll let me know. Oh, I love French toast. Yes, Calvin is great. We did find him pretty early on.
Yeah.
And we don't make it into his stream as much as we necessarily want to, but we see him around quite a bit in other places. When I'm better at being on Twitch. I've been really busy lately, so I haven't been on as much as I'd like to. He promised to make pancakes this weekend. Oh. Huh, cool.
Interesting.
But yeah, so big supporter of Twitch, and so very, very likable guy. It makes perfect sense that so many people would want to support him.
Oh, absolutely. Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. I can't think of a reason.
It was really good to hear the interview too. It's just interesting stuff.
For the explosion in popularity from the front page, yeah.
I know. Work and stuff.
Ugh.
Bands work and stuff.
Yeet.
Get out of here.
Yeet work.
Yep. I know.
So let's just take a quick look at the rest of the show. Well, first off, we're going to invite you to a party. Got a party invite for you.
Am I invited?
You are one of the performers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
He does have some good mounts. I didn't know that indubitably Brandon streamed.
He does.
Wow.
Then go follow him.
I'll have
If you're
to.
not.
Definitely. And then also, I'm going to make adjacent tell you a story. This one is brought to you by Rox. She always brings some really good names to us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll tell you
Absolutely.
why CPA firms are romantic. And then also Twitch events and upcoming guests. It'll be fun. Fun times. I don't know if you're going to lip sync beatbox. Be a weird one to lip sync. Because you just go like this.
Yeah, just.
I feel like that's letting him off the hook.
I get to cover up my lips.
Yeah, I feel like that's really letting him off the hook. So now I have to switch pages to this page. Okay. So I know we were just little and then we made it as big. There's going to be a lot of like back and forth because I'm just like putting stuff in. All right.
Millie adjacent.
So next
That's
up
me.
is the party invite to a party we're having.
I could do some Milli Vanilli.
What's your who? Baby, I got who? What you need? Who?
mean, that's how most invites happen, right?
It totally is, yeah.
Yeah.
You get it in the mail and it just like right in your face.
So we have, not only do we have Island Vibing Presents and Island Adjacent, we also have the Surf Shack. The Surf Shack, we'll show you a clip of from there later. Actually, maybe we'll show it to you here in a minute. So on the Surf Shack, we have our kittens there sometimes. But then also, we have random things like we're having a lip sync party on the 16th. And so far signed up for, so far those who have signed up for this event are the LG Music, Davey is eating a sandwich, Stuart Hayek, Seed Up Guitar, the one, the only Smalls, aka Smack Talk, Adjacent, myself, and then we're still trying to figure out if we can get B Cubed to be able to figure out the technology. And Sir Cressum likes to just kind of go into hiding. Ooh, the heart one came through. It's
Ooh,
very
nice.
tiny though. The kitten hearts. Davy is eating a sandwich. Correct. So yeah, there's a bunch of us. Anybody else wants to lip sync? Let us know. We'll see if there's room on the roster.
Yeah.
But
Excited
yeah,
to see what happens.
it will be fun. Not hitting carts. Nope. Kitten hearts.
Kitten hearts.
And speaking of kitten hearts, let's go this. And then here is a glimpse of what you can sometimes...
No voices. No voices allowed.
Nope. No voices. Nope.
It's the opposite of karaoke.
Here's sometimes what you can see in the Surf Shack.
Maybe you could lip sync yourself. Meow. Aww.
Yeah, they love each other.
You know that I wouldn't, I couldn't, I shouldn't know any better. Been so long now that
If you're ever in the mood for some kitty baths and some Twitch music for a little background music, that's the spot to be.
Those are sister kisses. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Should have a worse lip sync. Yeah. Because isn't that the best?
Maybe.
Is the best or the worst the best?
I don't know. I haven't really figured out how we'll do that. I just thought we'd have a party and have a good time. But if people in chat that night decide they want to vote for it, we can do some kinds of voting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I vote worst to best. Worst is best. So yeah, that is also over at the Surf Shack, and occasionally, what type of fish are these? Catfish.
Indeed.
And occasionally we will have some roundtable discussions over there as well. Over chili.
Nope, it is a Twitch channel.
Yep.
It's our
actual
alternate
channel.
Twitch channel that we wanted to set up first and foremost to hang out with our cats and have some new emotes made.
Yeah.
But we're also going to use it for doing some different types of things.
Yep.
Like this.
It's
Lip
only
sync battle.
semi-secret. I mean, over 50 people know about it. And it has streamed enough to be affiliated. And it has its own emotes now.
Bravo, kitties. They just made affiliate last week,
Yep.
I think. Good job, kitties.
And you don't have to hide from the DMCA for these particular ones, because these are the only songs that they stream are streamer songs that have been given permission to us.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you that the ones for the lip sync will not be able to like
That's true.
be living on there. So
And I was gonna say, except when Spotify decides to go rogue and start playing other music.
yeah, we've been having a really difficult time with our Spotify acting up. It's just been doing whatever it wants to.
Come on, Spotify.
Yeah. It's odd. Okay, so next up we have yeah, word advertisement from Arby's. Next up we have what do they stream? In game in which adjacent has to guess things.
Oh yes. I have an idea for a Bork stream we could do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Our guest has to do this segment,
Oh yeah.
and I just sing a song and play a game.
You're gonna sing a song?
Okay, not that part. I'll play a game.
Oh.
I feel like I shouldn't say this too quickly. I might say something. I don't even know.
Clip it.
Be Bumstead. Be Bumstead.
He said he'd sing. Adjacent sings. Choicey says this one's easy. He
Yeah,
agreed to
Choicey?
it. Wow, guys. I don't know. He gets in front of you and he just agrees to
I didn't
make
agree.
pancakes.
I said I have an idea. I
and
didn't
he
agree
has
to
that.
anything.
He's gonna sing.
I said I have an idea. That's not legally binding. Choicey, you got this one? Be Bumstead.
This one is brought to us by Miss Bring Me Rocks.
See, I want to go B, but there's only one E. Great idea, Rox. That's
Ooh, sometimes when we get everything else all settled, I want to do adjacent cooking pancakes as a stream over on the Surf Shack.
making bacon pancakes.
Ooh, you gonna
I
make
could
bacon
do-
pancakes?
I could do banana pants.
You can do banana pants?
Yeah.
You're gonna make banana pants pancakes?
I don't really make banana pancakes.
No, I love banana pancakes. So. Yeah, see? Exactly. But you did agree. Accident or not.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a really bad comedian who streams, unlike the B. Baptist. He called his stream this instead. Banana pancakes. Banana pancakes.
Baboomtis.
Baboomtis.
Okay. Be boom. Be boomtis. Be boom. I feel like I don't even know how to pronounce it yet, let alone know what it is.
You could sing banana pancake song while making banana pancakes.
Yeah, I sure could. I sure could do that.
We could
That's
see how
something
many
that
different
could happen.
songs about pancakes we could find, and you could sing all of them. Be Bumstead. Wouldn't it be Bumstead?
Be Bumstead. Yep. Be Bumstead.
Love me pancake.
You be Bumstead.
You be Bumstead.
No. You be Bumstead. Love me pancake. Love me true. Oh, we love pancakes around here. Okay. I'm gonna say it's a
Pancake medley.
this is a good one. This is really hard. I'm gonna say I keep thinking it's something to do with a homestead. What's a homestead?
Homestead is somebody who lives on a smaller piece of land and does like all of their food and stuff on the land. It's a dyslexic bee who streams in whilst riding a horse.
That's perfect. uh, Bumstead. Bee Bumstead. It's a crafting streamer.
Is it what?
Crafting streamer.
Crafting streamer.
They do things on the homestead,
They do stuff on the homestead,
like take care of bees.
like taking care of
They're a
bees.
beekeeper. And they do other assorted things because they live on a homestead.
What kind of crafts do they do if they're a crafting streamer?
They like to make bees.
They make bees.
I like bee products because they do all the stuff. So they make honey. They sell. They have like their own logo. So they make a lot of things like around their logo. I don't know where the bum comes into it. Is it? Oh, it's
Rocks.
like bumblebee instead. Yeah, it's mostly bumblebees. Yeah.
Yeah.
They prefer bumblebees.
They prefer that. Yeah. Okay, so
That's their favorite kind of bee.
a homesteader who has bees on their homestead, and they use the bee products to make different kinds of crafts like honey and candles and such.
Oh yeah, they make everything and sell it.
Everything.
And they stream it all.
And they stream. Do they stream the selling of it too?
Oh yeah, all of it.
The whole thing. The whole entire thing.
Why not?
Why not?
I mean, people want to see the whole product, the
The
whole
whole-
process, you know?
Bee bum cream.
Those poor little sore bee bums.
It's cream for the bees bums.
They make it from beeswax.
For the bees
They
bums.
put it on their bums, package it, and then
Put a-
sell it back to the bees.
You got to use just like a tiny little. You have to be careful because you have to use like a toothpick, but you don't want to
Yeah.
poke them in the bum.
And
But you
poor
have to-
bees, I mean, they get paid in like homestead credits.
Yeah.
They don't even get paid in cash. They have to use their money on the homestead.
Yeah.
And they're really sore because they're overworked. So they
Right.
need to buy the bee bum cream.
Right. It's really
It's really
good.
no.
No. A beekeeper going through a midlife crisis who handcrafts tiny bee pants on stream using microfiber.
You said it better than I could.
It's not what you said. I feel like I look like in this particular, like when I'm looking like in here, it looks like I have whiskers on this side.
I know you say that almost every stream.
I know, I've got to fix it.
You don't want a little cute cat whisker?
No. Does the beeswax come from the ears wax of bees to be applied to the bee bums? What?
That would be extra wrong.
It's earwax to fix the cat's bees? Butts?
Did you say cats?
Yeah, probably did. I don't know.
Cats, bees.
Yeah.
Wow, we're really off the rails now.
All right, let's just see. We're gonna go.
Hello, Nimawari.
Uh,
How are you tonight?
here we go.
You got the double shout out there.
Cat butts. All right, there you go. You read that.
I have been building guitars part time. I'm nowhere near that one. Okay. For 10 years, I've built acoustics. Does this person do it on Homestead? Because this could just be a side project, and they don't stream the beef.
Probably you're right. You're probably
I built
right.
acoustics, ukes, and electrics, T-style,
That is a long time to build a guitar.
7-string multi-scale. I can custom build. Welcome to Herd Guitars. Please be nice to everyone.
So, Miss Rox just pointed out that they are at 294 followers. If only 6 of us here in chat go and follow them, we will help push them to 300 followers. I just went and followed, so they are now at 295,
Same here.
296. We're down to needing 4.
How do we choose? It's a
This
game of Survivor.
It is. Oh, 297. Only need 3 more, and we'll push them right over the top.
Let's do it. Let's make this happen.
Why E flat?
Yeah. Why E flat?
Mm-hmm.
You could have your name up on this segment. But I do
Except you
know
do
who you
know.
are, so.
That wouldn't work very well.
No.
Only 2 more needed.
One more.
1 more?
One more.
Just follow. $2.99. $2.99, ladies and
300.
gentlemen, and non-binaries.
It happened.
301. Whoop woo! You guys did it! You are the bestest.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah.
Yep, I will just. Yep. I'll unmod myself, clear my brain,
Good,
and then
good
guess
job,
what you
everyone.
do. Yep,
That's perfect.
that's perfect.
302.
Good job, peeps.
Good job, everyone.
Awesome stuff. Now I'm going to have to go check out a stream. And I can because I'm following.
Now, follow up. Go and watch.
Looks pretty cool from what I can see.
Subscribe. Twitch is moister than an oyster. Okay. All right. All right.
That should be
So let's see. Let me push this button. Hey, Mimi. This one? Yep, this one. All right. So now we're going to find out
Both Jason and I are
about CPA
accountants,
firms.
but
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's true. But then-
neither of
but-
us are CPAs though.
Correct.
Yeah.
Worked at a CPA firm together.
Oh, that's
where we met.
romantic.
So
That is
romantic.
So romantic.
We met as interns.
What was your chat lines like? Me plus you equals, I don't know. Or
No, but that's where 143 came from.
It's true.
that took me ages to work out to because I'm not as old. That took me ages I had to ask my grandfather about that. it really bugged me because I didn't know why you kept it in bits of 145, 153, 143, sorry. I was like,
143.
yeah.
Like 19 years old. That's right. That's exactly how old you are, Choice. So our good buddy Choicey joined us on Tuesday over at Island Adjacent's stream. We stream over there doing some community games. Jason and I were on the raft. Normally Smalls joins us when we're rafting, but he might have been dealing with some PTSD from the last time we made him go into shark-infested waters. Lord Whom? I like that one. We are looking at a game that is like a mini golf game too, that we might play at some point. Also, we might talk about our fake pretend sports ball teams too.
Yep.
We thought, yeah, we mentioned that you were probably out on the rocks. I wanted to mention though that the wonderful, amazing Choicey did just hit 1,000 followers recently, and that sometime in the near future, he will be celebrating that milestone. And if you're not already following him, go and do that. The links were just put into chat. He does have 2 channels. The Vinyl Choice would be where he streams vinyl music. It's quite lovely and peaceful. And Lord Choice is where he does some gaming, and he's going to be celebrating 1K. At
Don't
some
listen
point,
to him. Go follow.
if you want to know when that is occurring, make sure that you follow him.
Indeed.
Okay. And then... let's
Congrats, my
see.
dragon bro. Oh, this reminds me. New emote.
It's very hard to see that tiny, though.
It is.
Punish me and I will sing. Okay. Last thing before we get to our events is we did have an IRL event here on Saturday. We've had two. One great interview with Jerfo, and it was wonderful. I did slice my toe open after.
Yep.
Not as
That
wonderful.
part wasn't as good.
I did get the stitches taken out today.
Yep.
So that was great. I've upgraded, downgraded to just a Band-Aid instead of needing like anything else on it. So that's good. And then the following weekend, we actually had music played here. And it was great. Jeanette Music was here with some of her community, and it was really fun. We streamed on our channel an interview, and then she streamed music over on her channel, and I wanted to share just a little bit of that with you. She wrote a song for her brother-in-law and future sister-in-law's upcoming nuptials, and shared it with them on that stream in our space. So, yep. And here that is.
We've been dreaming of this day, all the things we might want to say. All I want to do is dance in this dress, spin me around like we're dancing in our kitchen. 'Cause today we get a taste of heaven. Today marks forever, for the rest of our lives. I will be yours and you will be mine.
It was a very, very touching moment. I did cry. I cried a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
it was a
not-
little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it happened.
It was very sweet, and it was amazing having everybody here. And the space just looked gorgeous having everyone here in it.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are hoping that next year we can do more live events here, hopefully even some kind of regional event. So,
Yeah. I'd like to make something happen.
yeah, we will see. Okay. And then this button. A big thank you to Jeanette Music and her community for coming and hanging out with us. And it wasn't perfectly smooth. It was not perfectly smooth, but it was okay.
It was good enough.
And it'll be better next year. You know, that it was that first stream. You know, it was our first stream in that kind of situation, and there were some OBS updates that kept trying to mess things up, and I don't even know. There was a microphone getting in when there wasn't supposed to be a microphone getting in, and it wasn't even a source, and I still have to unpack all of that and figure out what's going on. So
We have like 6+ months
No, we've got a Surf Shack thing
Oh,
coming
but
up
not
on the 16th.
But not the same thing
No.
we did there. Yeah.
No.
No.
We still need the microphone.
I'm
to
saying
be
for
a
the
microphone.
outside singing setup.
Yeah,
Musician setup, not us.
not us. So last week, remember how last time?
Not yet.
It's not yet. I remember how last time we had to have like so many pictures of all the things that were going on.
Mm-hmm.
Not as many things going on this time.
Okay.
Bandcamp Friday has started here on the East Coast 12 minutes ago, right? Or did we go by West Coast?
I forgot. It's been a while. Is it 12 Pacific or 12?
I
No,
don't know.
wait, I think it starts 12 Eastern, right?
I don't know.
Well,
I can't remember. Anyway,
either way.
Bandcamp Fridays are back, and there's one today or tomorrow. It's on Friday. A little less than 3 hours. Okay. 3 hours. A little less than 3 hours. Bandcamp Friday. It does a lot of good. For the musicians, they get more of the money that you put in. And September here on Twitch. So for all of those musicians that you want to support out there on Twitch, it costs you less to get a sub, but they get the same amount,
They
right?
get the same amount, I believe. Yes.
So great time to just, if you want to help support your favorite streamers out there, it's a great time to give some subs or get subs yourselves. And then
Sub yourself.
sub yourself.
Sub yourself.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And then September 16th at 10 p.m. Eastern, over at the Surf Shack, we'll be having a lip sync party. Smalls, have you figured out? Yep, it's going to be a rough month. Oh, why is it going to be a rough month? Hope it's not too rough. Have you figured out what song you're going to sing yet? We got just over 2 weeks.
Tick, tick, tick.
So many subtations. Temptations. I try to put those words together. It's true. Get it. You want to sub to everybody. It's hard to not do it.
Yeah. Subs.
Oh, that's a big yawn. All right. Let's press this button and move over to this thing. Smalls. Exactly, Jameer. Okay, Small.
That's a good plan. I'm going to copy your plan, Smalls.
No, you're not.
No?
No.
What if I want to?
You can't do that. That's a bad plan. No. All right. So first off, our upcoming guest schedule. Next Thursday, we have Pork Roll Bob. He will be on at 9 p.m. And then next Saturday is our special Saturday stream. Oh, are you going to do it, Pinball? I meant to reach out to you to ask you if you wanted to do a lip sync. I feel like this is a good time for people
Do it.
that don't stream music, but anybody that does stream music can also do it as well. Anyway, Pork Roll Bob, 9 p.m. next Thursday, 12 p.m. the Connexos on Saturday, and then Thursday, the 15th at 10 p.m. we have Nimiwari and African Beep together. They're going to be together. Sister time.
Mm-hmm.
And then on a Friday,
Good night, Roxy.
night, Roxy. And then Friday, September 16th at 10 p.m. at the Surf Shack, lip sync party. Lip sync party. And then Thursday, September 22nd, no show. And then all the Tuesdays that are in there, adjacent.
What?
You're going to be streaming?
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, I'm looking at raid targets.
Uh,
But yes.
I know. I've been working on it. Sometimes I sit in my house and I just sit on my bed before I go to bed and I go, Nimiwari, Nimiwari, Nimiwari. It's practice.
3 times fast.
Yep. You have to just say it and get better at it. All right, clear this. A big thank you to our guest tonight, Calvin Thomas Music. We really appreciate you coming on and talking to us tonight. And congratulations on 30,000 followers. That is just nuts. Nuts. Crazy, I tell you. Thank you so much to Kev from the Bunker for all the music that you have heard throughout the night. Thank you to the Stream Scribe for the lovely art that you see at the beginning of the show during our starting soon screen. And you didn't get to hear it tonight, but we do have Raid Song written just for us. And that's by Hillsinger. Very kind of him to write that out for us. And a big thank you bloop, to our mods. Mods, thank you so much for being here. Each and every one of you mean so much to us. And clear that. And then credits. Ah. Thank you to all of the gift subs and resubs and the new follows and the cheers.
Thank you very much, everyone.
We really do appreciate all of that. And it looks like it is not doing the second time around.
It's not right now.
I shouldn't have said that, but
Yeah, no.
yeah. And we do have some new bloops to raid action for you guys. So we will show you that as soon as Adjacent gives me the all set. Do you know where we are going?
No.
Okay, cool. So fun time. That was great. Thank you so much for being here tonight, everyone. We really do appreciate it. If you have not had a chance to follow us, you should do that. Because, you know, we're here Thursdays and other days too sometimes. So that's a thing. And
That is a thing.
we talked to some really amazing streamers. We have a bunch of really amazing streamer interviews coming on real soon. And we've got some different things kind of in the making. For instance, Jason's going to sing and play a game while the guest plays What Do They Stream? Right?
Yeah. What am I doing?
What?
I can't lead with yes.
No. Dude French. Oh, fun. You got that clipped, right? He did agree that time.
What did I agree to?
Oh, I was just talking about our upcoming schedule.
No, what did I agree to?
Just what you agreed to earlier. Small talk. Smack talk. Smalls.
You just call him small talk.
I did, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He can't get out of it now.
Wow.
Yes, I heard yes. All right. You ready now?
All right, I think so.
All right. Well, it's been so great to have you all here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. And it is going to it's going to be a little while till we see you. It's going to be an entire week. It's going to be crazy. But we will see you then with Pork Roll Bob. An hour earlier than normal, so 9 p.m. Eastern. So we will see you soon.
Yes, we will.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
You're doing great. You're doing great. You really are. You're like hard on yourself. You like to dwell on the negative. We all do it. But you're doing great, babe.
Is tomorrow Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it in my party bones.
So, do you like stuff?
Why are you so obsessed with Halloween? Halloween is cool.
Dude, I've been such a good girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we stop saying good morning on Monday? It just feels like sarcasm. It should be more like existing morning. Oh, existing morning to you too. Existing morning. Existing morning it is.
And what does my little girl want?
An absence of mood swings and some stability in my life.
How about a pony?
Okay.
What the heck is a pizza count? So we need to figure out how many pieces of pizza would be eaten, therefore how many pizzas to buy.
Yep.
And so Jeanette says, who's an accountant? And I said, not me. Also,
We're having math talk in the studio audience right now.
yeah, they're talking about fractions and how
Fractions.
they're really hard.
Yeah.
But also Jason is an accountant. He didn't even